Hope you're all doing very well. It's the weekend. It's Friday, October 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so what do you do when Halloween is almost upon us and you're in Northeast New Jersey? Well, what else but the Northeast holiday tradition of going down the shore. And here we are in Sandy Hook Park, National Park, I guess you call it, in southern Jersey. One of the first beaches as you come down the Garden State Parkway, just off the New Jersey Turnpike on the Jersey Shore. I think the first official beach, is Keansburg, New Jersey. And then about 10 miles down the road is this, Sandy Hook. Beautiful Friday. People fishing, people strolling, seagulls in the air. Beautiful sunrise about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. I was in the water. I'm gonna go back in right now just to get my feet wet, get some of the sand off me. Nice, cool water. Here comes some more. Ah, yeah. My Crocs love it. All right, well, I'm filming with my forward-facing camera, so don't mind the exposure. It looked better with my front-facing camera, but with my front-facing camera, I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, it's a glorious day here on October 22nd, Friday. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all staying safe. I'm not wearing a mask, even though we're still in a pandemic. But that's because I'm on the beach, for God's sakes. Who wears a mask on the beach? I don't care about no pandemic on the beach. I'm the only one here, for the most part. Just a few people strolling, a few people fishing. But other than that, see, like this guy behind me is fishing. But other than that, I'm here for the most part all alone. It's great. This is the advantages of being unemployed, you know? You get to hang out on the beach on a fall day in New Jersey. I mean, doesn't get much better than this. Look, and it's actually warm outside. It's actually warm. It's beautiful out here. Let me see if I can get into a better position where there's not that much sun in the backdrop. But yeah, look how nice everything looks. It's glorious. Little crabs on the ground. Dead crabs, of course. Not gonna pick them up. But there he is, little guy. He was once a crab. Now he's just the remains of a crab. Yeah, but lovely day. Lovely day, I must say. Gonna get over to the car any moment now. That's another good thing about autumn. Yeah, it is beautiful. Likewise, stay safe. Yep, very nice out here. Free parking, I think, unless my car got towed and I don't know about it. But yeah, it's gorgeous out here. Who needs Florida? Who needs the Caribbean when you got this all to yourself? All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go back to the car that's parked over there, I think. Yeah, right around there. And I'm gonna jump on the bike and I'm gonna hit the trail here. I'm gonna go over by the Lighthouse. Alrighty, hopefully you guys will join me. The beach is all mine. I'm all alone, except for that guy that was fishing. Nice guy, by the way. It's like the second or third time that he's wished me a good morning. Nice guy. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, walking over to the car now. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'll leave you with one more sight from the ocean. All right, folks, so here we are again, still in Sandy Hook, New Jersey. What visit to Sandy Hook would be complete without visiting the lighthouse, the famous lighthouse here in Sandy Hook. Now, yeah, it appears desolate now because, like I said, we're in October. We're almost in November. It's October 22nd. Everyone's working. And I get to hang out because I'm unemployed at the moment. But either way, it's a popular lighthouse over here. If I'm not mistaken, it was the first lighthouse in the nation. Yeah, well, not the first, but it's the oldest in the nation. Right? It's been guiding ships in the eastern seaboard since 1764, according to the postings here, as you can see behind me. And I'm going to read a little bit off it because I don't know anything about history. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you or stand here and lie to you. So I'm going to read this verbatim. It speaks about how the lighthouse lit the way. It says that when the Sandy Hook Lighthouse was built in 1764, ships entered New York Harbor through a natural channel that ran close to the Sandy Hook shore. Sandbars were a constant danger, and the merchants of New York built the lighthouse to protect their shipping interests. Today, the light remains a part of the system of navigational aids that guide ships through the harbor. Interesting. On this side, it says that stretching off the northern tip of the New Jersey shore, the 1,650-acre Sandy Hook Peninsula preserves 6 miles of ocean beaches enjoyed by more than 2 million visitors a year. But there's much more. And I doubt that it's 2 million. I suspect there's a lot more nowadays. Well, not during the pandemic, but prior to such. It says that beyond its well-known beaches, sand dunes, and salt marshes, that extend to the Sandy Hook Bay, these coastal environments support an array of wildlife, including more than 300 species of migratory and native birds. Offshore, dozens of fish species and other aquatic life thrive in these waters. Sandy Hook has history too. As I said earlier, its lighthouse is the oldest in the nation, and it's guided shipping since 1764. Also, the forts that you'll see behind me protected the New York Harbor for 2 centuries. One of them, for example, Fort Hancock. All right, so lighthouse. Let's walk up to the lighthouse. And let's see if I could put this camera to work behind me. I'm trying to use the rear-facing camera because it has better capabilities. But this is the lighthouse. I hope you see it behind me. I don't know how I'm filming with this, so don't mind me. But yeah, it's one of the famous lighthouses of many in the northern quarter of the United States. As you know, New England has a bunch of lighthouses as well. I'm not going to walk up to it because it's closed. I'm not going to come on some security video and I'm thinking I'm trying to break and enter. No, that's not me. That's not what I'm about. But anyway, I'm going to take a ride on my bike here. I did earlier, but I didn't use this camera. So I'm going to take a ride on my bike. I'm going to try to use this camera so you guys can go for a little ride with me. Give me a moment. I'm going to bring the bike down. All right. So I don't know how much you see of me here, but I'm riding my bike. And I'm just cruising around this fort. It used to be an active military fort, military installation at one point in the 17 and 1800s, late 1700s, early 1800s. As you can tell now, it's pretty much desolate for the most part. A few cars parked around here. One car here. Green car for that, 75. Again, I've never ridden a bike and navigated a camera, cell phone camera at that. Let's give it a shot and see how this works out. Looks like it's working out okay. What do you guys think? Huh? Beautiful day. Again, late or early fall, late October. Here in New Jersey, Sandy Hook, New Jersey. Nice day. Very nice day. That's a nice picture of the lighthouse. Should be looking at it. I should be using a front-facing camera. Yes. But you'll see it now. Right? You see the lighthouse? Alright, I'm going to stop the recording for a second. Alright, so I don't know if they'd appreciate this or if it's even legal. I imagine if I'm just taking a quick video, I'll be fine. But here behind me is one of the United States Coast Guard installations here at Sandy Hook, New Jersey at the National Park. My bike, my Dahan Speed 8 orange bike. But anyway, yeah, so that's what this is right now. It's basically a national park that tries to preserve our American history, at least our maritime and military history, to the best of the National Park Service abilities, so that everyone can enjoy and look back at how we got to where we are today, how we enjoy the many freedoms and liberties and just pleasures of life that we enjoy here in the United States. You know, I mean, look at me. It's Friday. Sure, I'm unemployed, but I'm out and about, hanging out on this glorious late October, beautiful fall 2021 day, right? I mean, come on, look at this. Look at the scenery. Look behind me. Look how beautiful it is. All right, guys. Still a Sandy Hook. Still a beautiful day. As you can see behind me, I'm going to try to walk down this path here with these stones to get down there to that glorious little stretch of sand and ocean shore. Come along with me, why don't you? Hold this like this. You know, lost my ass. Pardon my French. I'm not a rock climber. I've sprained my ankle before. I don't like it. So, I made it. Done. And if you guys don't see me in a few days, it's because I got murdered down here. Anyway, but look how nice this is. And everyone else is out there working on a Friday. This is nice. See, we got a lot in our very own backyards that we don't even venture out to really appreciate. Every once in a while, we just have to call out sick, right? Take a day for ourselves. Isn't that nice? All right, so there's a little bit of garbage on the ground. But quite a bit. But it is New Jersey after all, right? Come on. It's not Tahiti, for God's sake. It's not Bali. But it's nice. Actually quite glorious, I think. Quite spectacular. The ocean is just so therapeutic to be around the ocean. And look at the sun. Beautiful sunny day. Alright, well, I'm gonna get back up to the car now. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna get back up to the car now. And I'm gonna see if I can drive up to Kingsburg, New Jersey, Kingsburg Beach. See if I can walk through the amusement park area, see what it looks like. It's gotta be a ghost town now, because the summer season is over. I'll let you guys watch me climb up these F-E-A-T, not F-E-E-T. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear me with all this wind. I got a microphone. I brought it with me, but I don't have it plugged in. All right, folks. From Fort Hancock here in Sandy Hook, New Jersey. I'll sign off for now. See you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, and here we are in Keansburg, New Jersey. Unfortunately, it's all closed, as you can well imagine. It's not the season, so we're no longer in the summer. We're in almost November now, late October, but this is where it all normally happens and goes down during the summer. This is the first or northernmost beach in New Jersey and northernmost amusement park in New Jersey. So the folks that come down south to the Jersey Shore, this is the first beach they hit. And this is the beach that I used to come to when I was a kid because it was the closest one. So it meant it was the cheapest. That means we spent the least amount of money. A lot of good times in this place. A lot of good times, a lot of good memories. It's changed through the years. But come on, when you're a kid, if there's rides, if there's games to win, stuffed animals to win, cotton candy, fries, pizza, Zeppelis, soda, sugary stuff, what more can you want, man? Right? Life is perfect if you're a child and you're surrounded with that kind of environment or ambiance. So, yeah, it's closed down now. This is the water park that they have at the beach, right? Water park at the beach. Peculiar, but it is what it is. Yes, this is where they do all their repairs and getting ready for the new season. Next year, obviously. This is the downtime for them. But yeah, this is what the Jersey Shore looks like during the fall. Obviously abandoned, desolate, nobody around. You know? But hey, what are you gonna do? How they're working on the rides, the repairs. Look at that down in the winter. You have the slide in the backdrop there, the water slide. Miami Club Miami behind me over here. But yeah, Jersey Shore in the fall. It's not as rocking and rolling as you would think. I like this sign here. It says absolutely no bicycles, rollerblades, skateboards, animals, alcoholic beverage, profanity, or drugs. Shoes and shirt required. Good luck on the profanity. I bet you they have a difficult time policing that. Not because New Jersey's ridden with profane, vulgar people, but just because it's people out and about having fun. You know, a curse word is bound to slip out here and there, especially when you're wasting your hard-earned money that you earned Monday through Friday to come down for the weekend with the family, and you're overpaying to try to win some overpriced stuffed animal, if you will, right? So, oh yeah, some vulgarity is going to slip out, some profanity is going to slip out, and I doubt highly that they get to police it and kick people out for profanity. Although I get it, this is a family-oriented place, it's supposed to be, right? And who wants their kids to hear all this profanity? They're going to hear it in school anyway. Why hear it on the weekends? Alrighty guys, well, again, Keansburg, New Jersey, late October, early fall, 2021. We're on the way to Rapids, the family water park. It's quiet as can be. Alright, I'm about to get in the car and head up the turnpike up north of my house. See you guys later.